Hello my friends, welcome back to another video presentation. I'm at the mouth of what is known as Mercer Canyon in the Ochre Mountains of Utah. At the top of this hill is a graveyard, and that is what the small picket fenced areas that you see are all about. They surround the burial plots of both families and individuals. This area was once home to people who worked to eke out a living in this desert environment. These graves serve as a kind of monument to their existence out here, and so that's why I call it a sacred place. Okay, so it's time to paint. I'm hunkered down behind the hatch of my car right now, trying not to let the wind drive me away. It was coming pretty strong out of the mouth of the canyon. Sometimes that's the nature of canyons, they can do that to you. I've actually been to this location a few times before, so as a result I'm quite familiar with it, and I felt quite ready to just dive right in and start doing a painting. The day was mostly overcast, so I had to rely on depicting local color to make this scene work. I didn't have a lot of dramatic light to work with. Although there were moments as I was setting up and preparing to paint that the light shifted, the clouds shifted, and there were little breaks of light that came through that really, as I got around to painting them, they were memories. And so that's what I tried to incorporate into the painting. That's often what happens for the artist. You have to pick your moment and work with that and try not to chase the light, as can sometimes happen. Now, there was a moment when the cloud cover produced a window of blue sky, and its location wasn't lost on me when it happened. It appeared right over the graveyard and caught me by surprise. It's like someone really wanted me to catch this scene when I did, and so I tried to do it justice as I made this little plein air study. Controlling edges and areas and passages of wet paint, keeping the drawing with my brush under control, it's always a bit of a balancing act once you start. I think I've said this in earlier videos, and this isn't a quote that originates with me. I think others have shared this sentiment before, but once you start painting with watercolor, the first few marks, after that it's kind of a matter of controlling the chaos. Sometimes it can feel that way. But there are moments when I realize that I need to take a break, both for the sake of the painting process and myself. And that's when I'll get up and go for a little walk, take a little sidetrack, a little short adventure. When I come back, I feel like I have a fresh enough eye that I can take a look at it and make an honest appraisal of what more I need to do to improve it. Now, I hope this moment illustrates it well when I say to you that I'm drawing. Yes, it's with a brush, and yes, it's with paint, but drawing is at the heart of what is happening here. I'm closely watching how wet the paint in certain areas are, and that way I can know when the right moment is to drop a bit of color in and just let the magic happen, as so often occurs with watercolor. As I'm painting those patterns of the pinions and junipers, I hope that they will serve as a meaningful contrast to the beauty of that sky, the delicacy and the simplicity of it. So again, as I'm working, I'm just painting the patterns. I'm painting them in a way that's both abstract and representational of what is there. That bit of sagebrush pattern is the last of the basic block-in work that there is to do. After that, it's just a matter of working in some darker shadow patterns and add some sense of light and depth to the space. Sometimes this can be the most tedious part of the painting process. So everything else is laid in. Now we're just dotting and crossing not I's and T's, but sagebrush and trees, bringing them to a meaningful conclusion. At this point, I often have 3 to 4 brushes in one hand, quickly exchanging one for another to get a certain color that I have loaded in one brush, or just the marking ability of one brush over another. And even though one can't see the deeper blue shadow in the photo, I sensed those shadows as I was painting, and so I felt the need for them and put that in. Well, I hope this has been enjoyable for you to watch, and like I said, I invite you to give it a try, maybe, and see what you can do with this piece. Have fun.